What's good, iFunny? Hey, Bitcoiners, and what's up, YouTube? I wanted to talk about how Bitcoin makes life cheaper and easier because it's a deflationary currency slash deflationary asset. And so basically, what I mean is that those who hold onto Bitcoin and save their energy in Bitcoin slowly find out year after year that homes are cheaper, cars are cheaper, food is cheaper, art gets cheaper. The overvalued inflationary bullshit starts to melt away in your life. But why are houses so expensive? Why are cars so expensive? Why are there certain paintings being sold for 17, 18, 19 million dollars? It's because smart people and rich people are looking for places to park their money because they can't park their wealth in the money itself. Does that make sense? So what they do is essentially is they hoard up all these houses and then rent them out to you. Or they'll hoard all these vehicles and then rent them out to you. Or they'll hoard all these paintings. And well, paintings is different. They don't really rent paintings. I guess you could rent some of your artwork to a museum, sort of, but that's not really why art is so expensive, not the renting part. Because it's rare and it has history behind it, right? Some houses are rare and have history behind them. Some cars are rare and have history behind them. I get that. But the point is, you have a bunch of rich people and a bunch of smart people. Let's take real estate, for example, right? They'll buy up this limited resource, right? Homes. We could build more homes, but we don't because of zoning laws, because those same investors lobbied to make housing scarce in the first place. Okay? So that pushes housing to go up. And then they charge you rent, right? But then every year they increase the rent because when the house goes up in value, the taxes on the house goes up, and then so does the maintenance cost, right? So you don't even have a house, but you're paying essentially to fix the house you don't own. And you're paying for the taxes of a house you don't own, right? And so then nobody can afford a house except for rich people. Because rich people are using houses as a piggy bank. Now, cars, right? How much is it for like a used Honda Civic? How much is it for a used Toyota? I don't even know. I bought this car. This is a 2005 Impala. I bought it off a meth head for $700 and a gram of DMT. I'll have to explain the story some other time. But I had this car. I got it when I was like 18, 19. I'm 23 now. I refuse to buy a new car or even a used car because these prices are overpriced as fuck. And what I think it is, right? Inflation and whatnot. But I think a lot of rich people and a lot of smart people are buying up new and used cars and sort of starting up like a car rental business where then they will rent out those cars to the same people who could have bought those cars before the price got jacked up. And the price is jacked up because you're hoarding all these cars to rent them out to people. Does that make sense? And now that like all these car dealerships are charging fucking 100K for a truck, bro, 90K for a car, bro, you got niggas like me with shitty used cars who are like, well, if they're buying a new truck for 100K, bro, then my truck is 20K, bro, easy. Fucking 300,000 miles on your truck, and you're asking for fucking 18K, bro. But it is what it is. Alright? It is what it is. And that's ultimately happening because some people, not as much as housing, right? But still, some people are using cars as a store of value, right? You have collector vehicles where niggas will buy cars and not even drive them. They'll just sit in their garage or like little art museum gallery window thing that like spins in a circle, you know what I'm talking about? Alright? And they never even fucking drive that shit. They just sit there on it and wait for inflation to push up the price another $2 million and then sell it to the next rich fucker. But these are just some of the problems within the fiat system. And this is what happens when people use other objects as money instead of the money itself. It becomes overvalued because now you have to pay a premium just to use it. because other people want to use it just to make money. So they'll gladly overpay to use that shit. Does that make sense? So us Bitcoiners, this doesn't really bother us, because if you've been buying and holding Bitcoin for over the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years, everything priced in Bitcoin has been getting cheaper because there's only a limited amount of Bitcoin. We can make more houses, we can make more cars, we can make more art. We can't make more Bitcoin. So this ever-increasing supply of goods and services still has to fit in this tiny, tiny amount of Bitcoin that will service the entire planet, all right? I do believe Bitcoin will be the unit of account for the entire planet. Layer 1 wealth of the whole planet. Everything must be repriced in Bitcoin. And the more you study, the more you'll come to agree with me, all right? But ask yourself these 3 questions, okay? Why is housing so expensive? Why are cars so expensive? And why are niggas out here paying $10 to $20 million for paintings? It's because rich people don't want to save their wealth in actual money, because the money loses value because of the money printer. This is why asset prices will always be overvalued, and the boom and bust cycle will keep going forever and ever, because people are incentivized to borrow money at ridiculous rates to gamble on speculative assets such as art. And that's all I got. My rant's over. But before I go, I'm gonna rip the cart. Peace out.